Hey everyone, I always love to hear what you're reading. So what are you reading Wednesday? Not you Wednesday, you. Let me know in the comments. I have a fun mix of 4 books this week. I have Nickleby. I have Murder on the Prince Regent by Irina Shapiro. I have Verity by Colleen Hoover. And I have The Tainted Cup. Quite a mix. And investigative elements link the 4, I guess. Nicholas exposes injustice and hypocrisy in Victorian England. Verity's narrator acts as a kind of amateur detective, piecing together clues about Verity's past. The Tainted Cup is a literal mystery investigation. And also The Murder on the Prince Regent is a murder mystery, a Victorian murder mystery. I'm making reasonable progress with Nickleby. I'm on page 474 of 769. At this rate, I'll be finished about November the 6th, something like that. I'm enjoying it so far. I'm past halfway. It's quite episodic. There's first when Nicholas went to the school in the north of England, then he's with a circus, then he's with a company in the city of London, and it's also following his sister Kate and her various adventures. There's a lot of corruption underneath the surface of Victorian society, which Dickens is exposing, and there's a lot of humour, a lot of eccentric characters, as we've come to expect with Dickens. I'm also reading an e-arc of Murder on the Prince Regent by Irina Shapiro. Sebastian Bell has been called to a ship that's docked in the harbour, a clipper, where the Lord Blakestock has been murdered in very strange circumstances. He has a scold's bride on his head, and he has the words pig written, carved across his chest. And this was the day that Sebastian Bell was supposed to be going out with Gemma Tate, and so their peaceful Sunday has been interrupted, but Gemma decides to go with him, even though as a woman she can't officially take part in a police investigation, but as a nurse, she was in the Crimea, she can help, and it's a difficult investigation. I'm also reading Verity. Verity is a bit spicy for me, as I've mentioned before, the teeth marks in the headboard. Verity is the name of a writer, and the narrator, Lowen, is hired by Verity's husband to continue Verity's work because Verity's been injured in an accident. And finally, I'm reading The Tainted Cup, which is a fantasy mystery set in another world, where it's about an investigator and her assistant investigating the murder of a high-ranking official. There's a lot of different classes in all of these novels. There's a power struggle, and there's exploitation of those in lower positions. So that's what I'm reading. Let me know in the comments, what you're reading, because I'm curious.